Okay, hopefully I have fixed the problem. Hopefully I have fixed the problem and we no longer have... Okay, hopefully I have fixed the problem and we no longer have a very strange icon for the thumbnail. And also, hopefully this is actually public right now? I don't know. I should have made a secondary thumbnail, but this one doesn't give me the option to just not have a thumbnail, which is kind of stupid. So, that's okay. This one doesn't give me the option to just not... Okay, so that sounds great. That sounds really good. I've got audio. Hello, Bree. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to be doing a little bit of work in the background, just getting set up. I have a couple of things to shuffle around the shop. Hopefully this continues to pick up my voice. I think you kind of want it like, I want to like talk this way. I can probably move you guys over a little bit as well, since I don't have a dog sitting on my table at this exact moment in time. Okay, let's see what this looks like if I just kind of like, you know, like a little bit of that. You know, is that like, whoop, that's probably really loud for you guys. I am so sorry in advance. Hello, okay, how am I lined up? I have to check. We're actually streaming to my desktop, to my PC right now, which is kind of crazy. I spent some time with the Patreon pod this morning getting that all organized for you guys, which means that also, hopefully, we actually have some semi-decent audio for once in our adult lives. Now, hopefully me touching the cable isn't echoing. Hopefully that's not a thing. Hey, Steph, Lola, Claire, welcome, welcome. I have a couple of emails and things that I need to send because a couple of people have requested that I move, excuse me, a few things around in the shop because we actually sold out of 2 of our tails already. And which was kind of to be expected because they were both very popular designs. But there were a few people who were not up at midnight last night, so we're going to just do a little shimmy shuffle. I'm just going to take a couple from one and just kind of, because the most important thing is that I don't run out of slots, or that I do run out of slots, I guess, but it doesn't really matter which tails sell necessarily. It's just that I don't want to exceed a certain number of tails sold, just to make sure that I'm still able to, you know, get through everything in a reasonable amount of time. Okay. Hello, Widget. Welcome. I have this, like, fascination with Shopify and its inability to work sometimes. Truly, they're not a good example of, like, what I feel like a... Oops, daisy. Oh, hello, hello. Thank you so much. I don't know if you're watching this currently and you just made a purchase. Serena and the Rainbow Tail. No, actually, the Rainbow Tail still has items available, so that's really good news. Hopefully, if the people who said that they wanted it are able to come back and grab it. Okay. Here we go. So they will also be printed on this new fabric that I have as well. So not the fabric from the previous tail launch. That fabric is now gone. I think there's only still, I think, 2 or 3 tails that need to be printed on that specifically. But moving forward, we're going to my classic fabric that I use for all of my custom mermaid tails. So it's thicker, it's not see-through. So if that was any kind of a concern, it's really good stuff. I absolutely love it. It has a really good sound, which you might actually be able to hear on here if I go and grab one and give you like the texture. Very much ASMR-y. Alright, so we gotta type in mermaid tails. I want to take a look and see how many are actually left of everything so that I can do a nice little shimmy, shimmy, shuffle, shuffle. I hope you guys are all having a beautiful start to your day. I would say start, except it's already 1:46. So, and I think we're at the end of the line, right? Like everybody else is further into the day than we are. Okay, so there's only one Marina left as well. So I'm going to remove one, but I also have to let this person know because I promised them that I would so that they don't miss out. Because this is the problem. I can't put things aside specifically, which is why it's also very important to make sure that you put if you're going to use a discount code from someone, that you put it in right away, because I cannot do anything once it's been processed. It's in the system is like, I have so little control over any of this stuff. It's really infuriating. I have thought about trying maybe another platform, but like everything I have set up is set up with Shopify, but it's so expensive and it doesn't honestly have all of the features that I would really like. Okay, so I'm going to take, because the Sunshine Sparkle was the last to sell out over that summer launch, I'm going to remove one from there, and I'm going to remove one from, I think, who was the other last one? I think it was probably Star Sapphire was the other one that didn't sell out last time. So I'll take 2 slots from there and do like a little shuffly, you know. Okay, so who was the person who asked me? Okay, here we go. So, let's reply one more time. Let's call this like a mermaid tail notification, because I don't honestly know what else to say. I have moved, hang on, I am moving over now. Okay. We'll put a heart. I'm a heart kind of person. Alrighty, so we've sent that. Now let's open, they said Serena. So we'll do the little thing. And hopefully they're able to grab it. You never know. It's always an adventure. We're going to take one from here. We're going to take one from here. A couple of people have asked, like, why can't it just be a certain number of listings that I post and have... Imagine if Shopify could actually do this for me, where I could have, like, a listing and have everything in a single listing. Imagine that for a moment. What a world that would be! Okay. So I'm adding 2 more Serena tails. Save. And hopefully me doing this live like hasn't horribly ruined their chances of getting one. I just realized that was probably a dumb... that was probably a dumb... Oops. Okay. Quantity 2, double checking. This has saved. Okay, and that has saved. Perfect. All right, you guys, this is so exciting. I couldn't believe, like, my phone was exploding yesterday. So I didn't expect that many people to actually stay up until midnight, because midnight for us is like 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Sometimes it's the next day for people already. You know, but I wasn't doing anything internationally for this particular launch, so I was like, oh my gosh, you know. Will the crop tops be going to continue to be sold? I'm honestly 50-50 with it right now. Part of me feels like I could, but because the tails aren't going to be coming back after today, the tails, whatever sells today, that's it for the things. And then in the future, I may bring back tails one at a time. But the chances of me doing something like this again, like I kind of feel like this was, you know, year 1 for my pre-designed stuff. So we're going to leave year 1 and then we're going to moving forward. And I may do like Black Friday sales again for that year, you know, because I've got more stuff planned, obviously. Yeah, so I'm kind of like, you know, does it make sense to keep stuff in the shop if there isn't like a matching tail for it? Should I just come out with some new designs that could be used with like a lot of different tails that are out there on the market? You know, I've thought about that as well. So at this exact moment, like I've been talking it over with Eric and my team, and I'm like, I'm kind of 50-50. I'm like, you know, so maybe is all that I can really say right now. It's not really helpful, and I don't want to pressure you into feeling like you have to buy something, because I genuinely right now, I don't know. I don't know, you know. It's a professional development day. Oh, nice. How are things going out there by you right now with the you know, the destination? You guys still underwater? Goodness. So scary. Isabella, welcome. Lola, hello. Oh, you already said hi. That was you saying hi to me. I thought there was another Lola. Silly me. Excellent. Okay, so that's good. That's grand. Do I also just want to go live on Instagram like super fast? I hope that doesn't make it like really slow and icky. I don't feel like it will, because I feel like we've got fairly decent internet. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were there yesterday when I was doing the live with Faith, and Faith was basically like one big pixel, and I was trying so hard to like see, but it was just like a pixel with like lots of like little pixels around it. That was funny. Ugh, technology, you know what I mean? Like, ugh, no good. No good comes of this. Okay, we've got Lots of emails and stuff coming in. I'm going to check, see if there's actually anybody in the shop right now. I got 4 visitors in the shop right now. All right, I wonder what you guys are looking at. I'm curious. I wish I could see, you know. Oops, didn't mean to type hey. I just kind of pictured that like hey. Oh, I love it. Okay, so hello, do you still use the Mermaids Tarot deck? I actually do. I have messages from the mermaids. I've got magical mermaids and dolphins and the Mermaid Tarot, and I do still have them and I do still use them. I haven't really been sharing any of that. There's been a few other Mermaid Tarot decks that I've been interested in getting my little paws on that I've seen, but I haven't actually seen in stock at my local chapters, so that's like kind of where I go to get them. If I can find them online, then great. But yeah, the Mermaid Tarot, I secretly want to buy a second deck just in case something ever happens to mine, that I have like a bonus that I've just like stashed away somewhere and like left in its plastic wrap. Like, what kind of I'm such a dweeb, but like I can't help it. I just don't want anything to ever happen to it, you know? Okay, we still have audio still. We're good. All right, we're good. We're grand. I love it. It's getting better. Still a significant amount of water around, but you can get around. Okay, that's right. Using Highway 1. Okay, that's good news. At least that's something. Sorry, I'm shifting around on my chair, and it's just like, it's a leather chair. Need I say more? Ugh. Oh, did we just make another? Just made another sale? No, I didn't. It didn't bing bong. Okay, can I close this? All right. I can close this. Yeah, so man, so many people got like rained out, flooded out, and I know we're expecting more rain tomorrow and Sunday, and I guess like next week as well. I'm scared. I really don't want any more rain. I think this needs to stop. What a spook, man. What a spook, you know? I love your review on them. Watch them so many times. Oh, thank you. I kind of wish like I could make more content around them, but I don't. It's not always well received. Like, people either are really for tarot cards and oracle cards, and other people are just very against it and like, nope, I don't want anything to do with this. Like, this is too far off, you know, the thing. So I don't know. I do still use them, and I do still journal with them. I use them mostly as journal prompts to get me thinking about, you know, problems I'm having, or, you know, experiences or trauma or what have you, you know. I'm just on the fence with the Serena top because I think it'd match my tail. Match a tail I want to order, but I can't decide because I also have the Marina top. So I don't necessarily need both, but I love the gills. I am planning more like tops with gills in the future, if that makes you feel any better. I don't know if the colors will still work for you or not. But the gills were a hit. Like, the gills people liked, and I personally love the gills on the front of the tops. I think they look so good. I especially love it on the rash guard. I feel like, yes, mwah, amaze balls is so good. But yeah. Thank you for responding. You're so welcome. Rain isn't this time for some mermaid snow, please. You know what? No snow, okay? Because everybody's underwater. If that all freezes over and now there's snow, like, people are never gonna... I'm so scared because they're repairing the Coquihalla right now. And this is the time of year where we start to get snow up there, if we haven't already got snow up there already. And they're trying to repair, like, completely washed away chunks of road. And it's like, they're gonna do this in the snow? Like, oh my goodness, you know, it's so scary. I'm looking forward to more content, please, on Mermaids Tarot. Oh, for sure, you know, maybe I could put something together. Maybe I'll do something, like, on my TikTok or on Instagram. As far as my channel goes here, I'm still kind of iffy, like, where we're headed as a channel, as a thing. I'm really starting to feel like I got a little bit swept up in the fact that, like, my channel was growing so quickly for a while there, and I kind of forgot why I had made the channel to begin with, which was to, you know, show off my mermaid tail creations and swimming and just really mermaid, like, centered stuff. And I've gone, like, a little bit like we just kind of, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but something happened and it wasn't great. So we're thinking about it. We're just, I'm contemplating my life's choices. You know, it's happening. I'm drawing while I'm watching. I can tag you in the post when I'm done. Yes, please do. I'd love to see what you're drawing. I don't live in Canada, but I hope you guys are all right. Thank you so much. Evening just got the first snow of 2021 here in East Yorkshire. Awesome. Yorkshire? Yorkshire? I'm sorry. Why am I so bad at this? I don't know. It's terrible. Excuse me. I'm surprised I haven't seen other companies do the guild tops. You know, I've seen obviously other things have the gills on them. Like my siren top that's under the couch has the gills on it. You know, it's like, they're obviously not exactly how I would have done them. You know? These are things that I think about. But yeah, I would love to do even like a siren-inspired guild top. Would be good. But I don't know how many people have like gray mermaid tails out there, so, you know. In terms of colors, like what colors do you guys like to see for mermaid stuff? Like what's the vibe? What's your favorite kind of a thing? And please don't just go, oh, you should make red stuff, because nobody makes red stuff, because nobody buys red mermaid anything. Nobody wants it. I don't know why. I mean, I know why. It's because red's the first color to disappear underwater. And there are a handful of people who really look good in red and who have, not that it's just a handful of people look good in red, but a handful of people who really want the red and also look amazing in the red, and it's part of their persona. But most people don't buy anything red that's mermaid related. So there you go. I left the door open for Courtney. Well, you know, Courtney's like, she's doing it, man. She's been around for a while. I feel like I've done most of the things, if not right alongside people, if not before people, and then just got stampeded because I'm a smaller creator and not enough people know about it. So it's all good. We're fine. We're fine with that. It's okay. But you know what? I feel like it's the kind of thing. I don't know how many of you guys know Kamui Cosplay. I don't think I'm saying it right. But famous. This artist, cosplayer, this creator is just absolutely, what's her actual name now? It's totally blanking on her actual name. One of you guys, I'm sure, will know. Kamui Cosplay. And they actually posted a really interesting post today on their Facebook. Now, I'm not sure if it's one that's just being recycled. I think I may have seen it before. Excellent. Oh, I hope that's the person who wanted it. Oh, I hope it is. I hope it is. I hope you got it. I hope you got it. Did you get it? Oh, you didn't let me know if you got it. Oh, I hope you did. I'm coming back to that point. Don't go anywhere. Uh-oh. Unsynced items. Who just... Oh! They tried to get the mermaid tail. And yes, it was the person, I think, who wanted it. Oh, that makes me so happy! Yay! You got the tail that you wanted. Yay, that's so wonderful. Okay, good. Ah, phew. Okay, so there is one Serena tail left up there now, after I did my little shuffle around. So if you guys were humming and hawing, there's one left. So, go do the thing. But what I was gonna say is Kamui Cosplay made a beautiful post today showcasing another artist, another cosplayer, and they had both, I guess, like, I'm unfamiliar with these characters that they cosplay. I'm not sure if this is Monster Hunter or what this is. But it's this really cool looking character. It's got like spines, like a spine skirt, and like lots of like horns and like two big horns out the top. And it's very, very detailed, lots of moving parts. But you can see it's the same character. Like you can see they got the same essence, the same energy. But what's really interesting is that it's two very obviously different takes of the same thing. You know, it's two very obvious different takes. And I feel like if only the mermaid community could clue into this, just like a teensy, like small, very small bit. Now, I am also super guilty, I guess, of this too. Like, I was pretty choked when I saw that Finfolk had their, like, oh, it's our Navi tail. And I was like, oh, you mean like the one that I made? You mean like exactly like the one and the other one that I made? You just like went and did your... Now, I don't think they saw what I made, obviously. Again, smaller creator. And it's not like I'm sharing this stuff all over the internet. But the thing is it was different enough that it kind of works. They are not guilty of doing this though, because there is one tail in their repertoire that is so stinking close to another tail maker that like I spat out food when I saw the similarity, and I was like, excuse you? I actually made an overlay to see, and I was like, shame on you. Just shame on you. But it happens to the best of us. Sometimes we hold an image in our minds and we don't even realize that we're doing it, and it's just one of those things that happens. But what are you gonna do? Okay, so I'm just gonna scroll back for a second. I'm gonna come back to this thought though, because it's very important, but I just want to make sure I'm not missing too many comments here. Okay, absolutely. Faith does. Well, of course Faith does. Pink and green give me river vibes. Yes, natural colors, fishy styles, not enough organic fish, fishy looking tails in my opinion. I do agree with that, and that is something that's not going to be what's happening for the next launch, but it is something that I am contemplating for future launches. And maybe even some intermittent sprinkling of mermaid magic, okay? I've dreamed of getting a tail that's gray, a manatee tail, or a beluga color. Ah, please, please, please. Yes. Oh, for sure. You know, a beluga one would be interesting because it's more about, like, the shading, I think, that you would have to be concerned with, because a solid white tail, you know, I struggle with this so much, and the mermaid, or the mertail or orca design, I'm not sure who's responsible for that, so I don't want to make anybody feel bad in any way, shape, or form. Not that if I knew that that would somehow make it any better. I'm not sure which of his team came out with that, and it's a beautiful idea for a design, and it's a very, like, well executed. But for my personal taste, when highlighting is included on the tail, I feel a little weird about it. Like when lighting decisions are made that aren't glowing from the outside of the tail, I feel a little weird about it. And it's just a personal taste. Like, I've seen the tail looks incredible. Like the orca design, I think they're fantastic. I love it. It's so beautiful. But for me personally, it wouldn't have been a design choice that I would have made, you know, because you already have light sources and stuff that are adding to it. So when you have a solid white tail, like, are belugas entirely white? Like, I have never actually looked this closely at a beluga. Like, how white are they? Is that their whole kind of thing? Is there like hues of like a little bit of gray or a little bit of pink or a little bit of blue? You know, things to think about. Corey says, oh gosh, hang on. Excuse me. Corey says, hey, I love your content and mermaid tails. I think they are absolutely stunning. Honestly, my vibe is when tails have a gradient between two colors or more. I do agree with that. I do really like a nice gradient. I've thought about putting out some more simple designs as well, maybe having like an in-between interim launch that's a very simple, maybe no extra fins, just like some nice gradient options. I've thought about this as well. I don't know how well they would sell. And what kind of gradients would I use? I feel like I love gradients. Obviously, I'm a green to blue, like a yellow, green, and blue mermaid who has had a gradient on her tail since forever. And I had a real struggle when I saw other companies coming out with these yellow, green, and blue gradient tails, because I was like, oh no, that's my look. That's what I'm known for. Like, no, don't be doing that. That's so difficult. And then I'm over it now, because now my design, like my personal tail design, has become so complex and so complicated that, like, if somebody actually made one like mine, you would know that they were copying me, because nobody else has a tail like mine right now. So plus sides of having a custom done. I had a quick question. Can you swim in the mermaid leggings? You absolutely can, and you should, because it's an amazing experience. I do love it. Be aware if you're on a really rough surface, though, that because it is patterns printed onto white fabric, it'll get a little fuzzy. You know, I take mine swimming all the time. I've actually got my bag packed for tonight, and I've got all my mermaid leggings, my classic Courtney look. I've got the top, I've got the rash guard, I've got the leggings, I've got my foil all packed and ready to go. So, you know, it's really good. It's really good. They're great for swimming. They keep you comfortable. They give you enough of that mermaid look that you're probably craving a little bit if you're not bringing the full tail. And what's really fun, though, is if you actually get leggings that kind of match your monofin a little bit, it's such an amazing cheat. Like, when I swam with Biosa, actually in the video I did talking about some good deep water tricks, Biosa had on the leggings and the top that I had designed for her, the custom pieces that I had made when she'd ordered her first tiger tail from me. And she was wearing it with that mertail, the Fantasy 3, the blue and the black one. I'm not sure what it's actually called. I'm so sorry. Somebody will know. And it looks just like a continuation of the tail, like all the way down. And I'm like, this is amazing. Like, this is mermazing. Like, how? This is so good. I was so impressed. So yeah, it's a fun thing to do. And what's really great about the leggings that I have in the shop right now that are for the Pirate Dreams launch, was that they have these fins on them that from a distance on camera, like, dude, it looks like, you go back and watch that video, it just looks like I've got actual finis on. Like, it just looks like because I can make the front a little bit lighter, the back's a little bit darker, we've got the side fins, you know, and then you rock a rash guard with it, and it just looks so good. I just couldn't believe it. When I saw it myself, I was like, oh, wait, what? So, yeah. Okay, let me see. I've totally lost my spot. Oh my gosh. The gills are a mermaid life fuel for real. I'm obsessed. Oh, yes. Oh, I love it. You know what? Then maybe I will do some more, you know? I will do some more. I guess that was one that I missed. Aqua and emerald green. Oh, yes. I really love all the blues and greens, underlying hints of really vibrant colors. Oh, for sure. I think you would like the tails that I actually have up right now. The digital versions, like the little digital ones that I have, the mock-ups is what they're called. They don't do the tails actually justice. It's crazy. And I have also my first one made for the Mahina here as well. And the fluke is huge. Like, it's crazy. I've hidden the Mahina so well in there and it looks so good. I'm very pleased. And because this fabric is like, it's such a thick fabric, like it's so juicy and thick, it really holds its shape as well. So really, really pleased. Really pleased. Oh, excellent. Belugas are definitely gray, blue, and pink. Excellent. I can't buy the tail since I'm not 18, but I can buy... Oh, yes! Go and do all the things. I'm sorry. It is just me trying to keep myself, like, my business safe as well. Just, you know, life, right? But yeah, you're definitely welcome to grab yourself arm fins, tops, pants, do the thing. We've got stickers, pins, the Fishmas sweatshirt, which I'm not wearing right now, I was wearing yesterday. I got that in a bunch of different colors. A couple of colors that actually would work really, really well with like the Marina or the Tamara tails. I really wish. So I actually got myself the light blue one. It should be arriving like any day now, like fins crossed. And I really want to do like a little photo shoot in that tail with that because I feel like, oh, it's like dark Christmas, you know? I don't know. I should have thought about that and gotten the really dark one, but hindsight being 2020, what are you gonna... Oh, I can't say that anymore, hey? Have you noticed, like, hindsight being 2020? Like, God, I hope 2020 is in the hindsight because, like, I can't anymore, you know? City of Shadow Seas, yo, back at ya. Can you also get custom arm fins? I do custom arm fins for clients that are getting custom mermaid tails, so for now it's part of that package just because the amount of work that goes into designing the mermaid tail can then carry over to the arm fins, whereas I would have to charge a lot more if I was doing the arm fins like from scratch. I've thought about doing like a build your own kind of sort of where I'll have a couple of different options for some colors as well as different arm fin like shapes so that you can have a few and like maybe mix and match kind of a situation. I don't know if that's interesting. If you think that's a good idea, you can either leave me a comment or, you know, put it in the chat box if you're watching this live. Let me know if that's something that I could do. Maybe, you know, could be good. But I still have yet to make myself a pair of the new arm fins, but I love them so much. And the fins actually stand up really good. I can show you guys really quick. I actually have Faith's order is up here. I have to get that to her soon, but I can show you guys really quick. Just grab one of hers. I hope she doesn't mind. I'm sure she won't mind. They don't actually fit me because Faith is wee, and my hand is like this is her wrist, okay? like what? Are we even the same species? I don't even know, Faith. But this is like, look how the fin, like, it stands up so well by itself, and I'm absolutely thrilled with how these turned out. So a little bit like fleshy on the bottom, darker on the top. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't make myself some. I guess I kind of just assumed that I was gonna wear the rash guard with the tail the most. And then I ended up just wearing my like shell top because I liked that. I don't know. Why did I do that? I'm not sure. Oh well. Emerald May, hello. Welcome. Okay, mermaid tail notification. I did, thank you so much. Excellent. You are super welcome. Thank you so much for supporting my business. There we go. Oh man, that was so sweet. Yeah, like when I do these launches, if something has sold out, but there are other things still available, if you guys are like, oh my gosh, I missed out my one chance, I can move stock around. It's just that I have a certain number of these things that I can sell. And unfortunately, Shopify doesn't have a nice way for me to do this. Like, it would be so nice. Everyone's like, oh, put it all in one listing. But Shopify doesn't have like global stock that you can take from and then like have like the customizations. Like, it's the stupidest thing. And I swear, it's like the biggest complaint that anybody has about Shopify. It's so funny. I mean, it's not even a little bit funny, but it's funny. Hi. Emerald May, I know this isn't to do with what we're talking about, but does anyone know how to fit how to fix Luna Monofin tears? Absolutely. I do actually have the answer for you for this, and I've just got to think about where my Silpoxy is. Just give me 1 second. Can you literally see the wheels in my head turning? Where do I have my Silpoxy? It's somewhere. That's not helpful to you. It's expensive. Silpoxy is really expensive. I've seen other people use or try E6000. I don't know how well that's worked. People have used other silicones to attach it. But that's basically what you want to do is look up, I believe, who's going to have, unfortunately, not my favorite person to plug, but the Magic Crafter does have a couple of videos on silicone tail repairs, and you will want to follow an instruction video like that, and theirs are actually quite good, so do recommend, you know, problematic issues and such aside. And I would say a little bit of Silpoxy would save the day with that. And it doesn't also hurt to just, I mean, if this has happened to you and it was really unexpected, to let Finis know. They're really good about that. If you reach out to them, they can sometimes, depending on where you got it from or how old it is, they can offer a solution or even help you with information on how to repair it. But as far as I can tell, Silpoxy is the way to go. And that stuff is not cheap. Yikes. Like, little tube is like $50. Like, what is my life? Get out, you know? I've drawn the what I want for a silicone tail. Where would I get one? Oh, where do you want to get a silicone tail? There's a lot of different companies out there that make them. I am definitely not one of them. Are they back on the roof? Oh my god. So scary. But I would say you could try, you know, Mertailor's an option, Finfolk is an option, Mernation is an option, Mermaid Amathea is an option. Who else is an option? I don't know if Moonsong Magic is publicly offering silicone tails yet. Who else is making silicone tails? I know there's a bunch of people that I'm, Alex also has a line of silicone tails. Who else? Who am I missing here? I'm thinking of people who like continuously offer silicone tails. If you guys have any ideas, leave them. Do the thing. Because I got one, and there's some tears after about 10 times using it. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That's no good. I would love to see black and gray tops and arm fins, since that's my mermaid aesthetic. I'm not sure about the other mers, but I'd love to see more dark colors as well as natural lake fish. Yes, I've had a lot of requests for like natural colors for mermaid tails or matching apparel, and it is something that I'm definitely thinking about, so I will have to do that. The next launch has already been decided and has already been in production for a while. Like, I've already started, the ball is kind of rolling with that already. I do have to figure out what I'm gonna do for like the matching tops and stuff, because this one doesn't like, I want to do something different, you know, but also within like the realm of the thing. So we'll see how it goes. Crowcaw Effects, that's another one. Yeah, Mernation, we said that one. I don't have the funds to get a silicone tail. That is okay. That is life. Yeah, I know they're not cheap. They're definitely not cheap. It's a thing you've got to save up for. Absolutely. Oh, this is wonderful. There's still 5 visitors kicking around the shop. That's awesome. I wonder if, how are other things doing? Let me just see if I need to move some other stuff around. Let me see if I need to move some other stuff around. I think I might move a couple of arm fins around as well. Just because I don't want people to miss out. It's so funny, the things that I really thought that the Marina was going to be the tail that everybody wanted, or like the Serena or the Marina. I didn't think that people would be as really excited about the Tamara as they were, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool though. Like, I'm not complaining. I just think like, what? Arm fins. I think I'm just going to move a couple of them around just because there's none left in stock for the arm fins. And I feel like, oh, somebody did buy. Okay, there's already a couple. Oh boy. Then where am I gonna move them from? Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I could move, oops, crap. What I pressed a button, guys. I pressed a button, you guys. Serena arm fins, Tamara arm fins are also out of stock. Okay, well, what can I do here? Can I move? Maybe I'll move some of the cuffs around? I don't know, you guys. That's just crazy. That is just crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna move some of the cuffs around, I think, just to allow for a few more. Like, this, I just wish that this was like the kind of thing that Shopify could just do for me. But no. It's fine. Look, it's fine. Okay? Okay. Okay, we'll save that one. Marina. We'll put one more of that back up. Save. Okay, so I've adjusted. I've moved some stock around, so if you were looking for the Marina arm fins or you were looking for the Tamara arm fins, I have moved those around now. So there is one left of each, which is not a lot. I know, I'm sorry. Oh, the shuffle continues, my dudes. The shuffle continues. It's a party. So glad lots of people like more natural fish ideas. There's so many colorful options out there already. Yes. I also feel like it's fun to explore a little more realism. You know, like a little bit more, like what could a fish look like if they were really real, you know? Okay, good. So I've restocked a few things. Maybe I could move just one more into the Tamara category. Like, oops. It's so funny. I didn't expect what was popular or not popular to be popular or not popular, you know? Like, I didn't see any of this coming. I did not anticipate. Did not anticipate. I'm sure I'll get better at this the more of these that I do. For now, it's just been a little bit confusing. Trying to figure out what people like versus what they say they like versus what they actually buy. Because it's a couple of different worlds that is quite crazy and quite interesting. Okay, so I've added one more Tamara as well. Oh, except it's not showing up. Did I not? Did I put it in the wrong, like, spot? Yeah, I said there's one. Oh, there it is. Okay, now it's back. All right. Okay, so we've got a few moved around. And we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm a mermaidkin and my tail is a combo of lionfish and dolphin with black and purple galactic color scheme. Ooh, that sounds absolutely wild. That sounds absolutely wild. I love it. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Pardon my yawn. Oh, I need a drink. My tea that I'm still working on like 10 million hours later. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what people do. I'm always interested to see how people enjoy my creations and my work. Now, I feel like I might just throw the old Instagram on super fast just to see and make sure that people know. Where could I put this, though? That's always the awkward spot because you guys have such a nice place. You know? And I feel like this is just such a nice... I wonder how many of you have actually noticed that, like, where is she seated? Where is Eric? Eric's not in this room anymore. This room is entirely my room now, so we'll have to do a tour. I feel like at some point, if I feel like doing that. Okay, this is awkward because you can see the microphone and it doesn't look great there. Okay. There's no, like, good spot to put this, like, to be totally honest with you all. Okay, I want to put a filter because, ugh. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Oh, I didn't actually check where I was going live. That's just, oh, it says at the top. Okay, thank goodness. So that's fine. That's all good. Thinking about getting a fish fin instead of the Luna because I like the shape better. I know the Luna's your baby. What do you think between the two? Okay, listen, I like the shape of the, I don't want to say it out loud. They're going to come for me, okay? I like the fish fin better. I do, though. I do. Hello from Switzerland. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. I am live streaming both here on Instagram and over there on the YouTubes. So if you want to come and hang out in the chat on YouTube, you can totally do that. We are having a nice little hangout session. I'm going to answer the rest of that question momentarily. Don't go anywhere. But yeah, I just wanted to pop on super quick to let you guys know that I have restocked, or rather shuffled a few items around on the shop. So if you're still interested in grabbing the Marina, the Tamara, or the Serena tail, there are not a lot left, okay? We're like 3 tails left here. So if you want them, now's the time because I'm not bringing them back as a group like this. So I'm just putting that out there. Okay, now to answer your question, I'm live streaming in 2 spots right now. That's why I'm looking over here. What I wanted to say was the shape of the Lucia fish fin is just a lot more friendly when it comes to making mermaid tail designs. I have a far greater capacity for a more interesting shape than I do with the Luna, that while it's so that it still retains its power. Okay, the Luna, the more fabric you add, obviously the more drag that you get. We all know this. So hi from the Netherlands. Oh my gosh, everybody is international today. I love it. Welcome, welcome, fishes. But yeah, so it's also just, I appreciate the size of the Lucia. I appreciate the shape. I appreciate the durability has also been a little bit of an issue with the Luna. Not for me personally. My Luna is like 4 years. I don't even know. It's 5 years old, I think. I don't even know anymore. It's years old. Okay, I've had it for a hot minute. And mine is still in great shape. And so I don't know what people are doing differently than what I'm doing when it comes to swimming in it. I'm not sure if there's just a different expectation, so it's being used in a different kind of a way or something. I'm not sure. But I do really love the Lucia, the fish fin sold by Lucia. I do think that's a really great fin. I do highly recommend it. I think if you're somebody who's always been like, oh, the Mahina, I really like the Mahina, but it's so uncomfortable, then the Lucia is the one that you want to get. Fins down. I still prefer the foot spacing of the Luna versus the fish fin. See, I'm fortunate. I think you have more of a calf than I do. Like you cut like more muscle or something, or like stronger. I've got no muscular definition, so there's like no space between, like there's no like nothing, you know. I'm a straight line, guys. Like I am so weak and so like nothing in my legs. It's so sad. You know what I mean? So it's good. And you know, the Lucia is maybe a little bit too small, Like if I had to wear that for a dry gig, like no, not so much. Hey Mermaid Zelda, shallow. How goes the sale? It is going very well. Everything is selling out. Actually, we are coming really close to being out of quite a few things, so I just did a quick shuffle around. If any of my finfluencers want to let people know that I've moved a few things around, so we have at this exact moment I had quite a few people requesting that I move things around, and one of them sold right away, but we have 1 Serena, 1 Marina, and 1 Tamara tail left. So if you are hoping to, I can still shuffle a little bit, but like do the thing. Do the thing. Yes, I've just lost my chat. Just give me 1 second. Here we go. Hello everyone. Happy Black Friday from Home Depot Mermaid. Excellent. Oh, right on, right on. When are you selling the one you made for the fish fin, the blue and green? Oh, my personal tail? Are you talking about this one? Like, hang on, I'm confused here. Do you mean this one? Because this is mine. This one's just for me. This is my babies. My babies. Oh man, I miss wearing it now. Oh no. Oh, so sad. It's so sad. I'm obsessed with Pixel, Ariel, and Melody. Oh my gosh, those up there, yes! There's actually a third one based off of my pin design that, yeah, a subscriber sent to me, and that pin is actually for sale right now on my shop, and this is what it looks like here. You're looking at that one, so this is up in the shop right now if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, I love this. I love it. I feel like, the pixel fishes up there. Yeah, so this was also from a subscriber. So were those, and this fishy friend here. And then I actually have, is there anything else up there that is, I think the rest is all stuff that I've put up there. That's some original artwork by Eric, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I have a lot of little collectibles. I love your orange Serena tail. Thank you. Oh gosh, yes. And Mermaid Zelda looks absolutely stunning in it. Yay, so excited for the new SBM Mers. Yes. Do I have a dragon themed tail? Oi boy. Maybe? That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. Nothing coming. The Lucia is perfect balance for a silicone tail. It's stiff but floppy. You know what? Where the Lucia beats every other Monofin out there is in the ratio of thick to thin. Like, it is thick in all of the right places and thin in all of the right places, and it creates such a firm structure. Like, this fin has structure. Like, where... The common sense just out the window, okay? Nobody thought about structure. Everyone's like, oh, and this system and that system and da-da-da-da. And it's like, no, you didn't actually put in the time. Like, this fin has got the structure, fishes. Okay, we're gonna look at it now. Now, of course, it is very similar to the structure of this fin, but this fin did not pull it off as well as it could have. That was the Mahina that I just showed you, which I'm actually not hating right now, not for wearing, but for making mermaid tails for. Now that I've seen one of my tail skins from the launch on the Mahina, I'm like, oh my god, maybe I should make more things for the Mahina because it looks really cool. It actually looks really cool, so I'm very excited about that. But this has so much structure. Look at this. Look at how chunky that is. This fish here, this fish does not bend. Like, man, it's like bone. It's crazy. And then also, like, look at how fine. Look at how thin that is. It's a phenomenal design. And, you know, the fact that it looks a little bit suspicious like the Mahina, put that aside. We're gonna stick a pin in that. Because it's not like Mahina ever came out with a second version of this Monofin, which I'm sure if they had, like, it needs a V2. It really needs a V2. It really does. That's my opinion. You may not like it. You may not agree. It's too dang bad. I'm kidding. Oh my god, please, I love dragons. Congratulations on a successful year, Courtney. Thank you. I love how real fish fins look. They taper. Yeah, right? Fin slap? Yes, totally. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. But it really is a great fin. Like, it has everything that you could want. Everything that you could want, and the texture is just fantastic. I really do absolutely love this Monofin, and you know, if I could sell it, I probably would. And, you know, it's just a great little fin. And, you know, the Mahina has its place in mermaid history. It really does. It's still a great fin. It's still really good. I realize you couldn't see me. Sorry about that. It's still really good, but then you encounter this when you're swimming. You know, like, I swim with some really strong mermaids, and, like, for example, like, Mermaid Biosa, like, don't get too close behind her. Like, when she noom, like, you get, like, the power! Phenomenal cosmic power. Okay, seriously. But when she kicks with that fin, it folds right in half, you know, underneath that, like, extreme power. God, could you imagine if I was that powerful a swimmer? I'd be unstoppable. What we need to do is we need to just drag her kicking and screaming and get her to finish some YouTube videos. Biosa, if you're watching this in the future, come on now. Come on now. Just saying. Okay. And the Mahina gives blisters. You know, the Lucia does also do the blisters. The Lucia also does do the blisters. Snap, you're late. No worries. You're not late. We've just been chilling. I have no idea how long we've been on for. 50 minutes. That's good. That's fine. I would be more for the Mahina if the shape were tailmaker friendlier. Do you guys want to see? Do you want to see it? I'm going to show it to you. I actually showed it ever so briefly on Instagram. You guys have seen it, but I will pull it out really quick because like the way that I did it. Oh my god. Please don't drop it on the camera, Courtney. Please don't drop it on the camera, Courtney. Here we go. I think this is it. I think this one's the one for the... Yeah, this is the one for the Mahina. Okay, so this one... Whoops! God. Stop dropping shit everywhere, Courtney! Okay, so this is the Serena made for the Mahina. Hi, it's enormous. It's enormous! It's so big. But look, it's still the same shape. I was able to actually make this happen. I was actually able to make it do the thing. You can see the stitching so that it has its place to be, right? Because you need that in there, all the way to the tip. So you have like a little bit of extra fabric here, and then all the fabric at the bottom, and it's bloody brilliant. It's bloody brilliant. This is like, and it's huge. Like, can you even see? Hi, like it's my entire torso down to beyond my knees, okay? Like what in the world? So I'm absolutely thrilled with this tail. I am really excited. There's I think one other person has ordered it for the Luna. So I'll be excited to see how that works out. Like I've done really expanded shapes for the Luna before, so this isn't like it's the first time ever doing this. You do this enough times, you know what you're doing. But yeah, that turned out, that was like, it was cool, and it also looks quite nice with the monofin inside of it, so definitely no space in my house. Yeah, these don't take up a terribly large amount of room, but I can appreciate that, absolutely. I'm thinking about cutting the bottom of the foot pockets open more, but I'm worried it will mess with the rest of the fin. What do you think? Can you let me know what you were... hang on, did you say which fin you were talking about? Were you talking about the fish fin? Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to reply to that one. Volume is a bit low. Definitely turn it up. I have it up as high as I can have it go. Nobody's complained yet. It does help if I'm closer to the microphone, so I am sorry about that. But if I have the gain up any higher, then you hear all of the things. So it just means I need to be close to the microphone. That's all that it means. I've been able to use my little neoprene booties with the Lucia. No blisters so far, but I need proper fitting socks. Yes, absolutely. Proper fitting socks makes a huge difference. I've had a few people ask me actually about the socks that I use, the spandex socks, and there's nothing special about them, and I mean that like there's nothing special about them. I really don't like them. I would love if I lived in a world where socks didn't have to have seams. This could be just my neurodiversity talking. I cannot stand seams and bunching up in my socks or any other kind of fabric area, you know. Oh, I just made another sale. Thank you so much. I guess the bing bong doesn't come through when I have this on here. Kay, that was me. Was that you? Or was that, well, who was that? Okay, sorry, I missed your, hang on, let me just go back. Oh, the fish fin. Okay. So I think as far as the fish fin goes, sorry, it doesn't help when I get far away from the microphone. That's why you guys end up not being able to hear me. Because we're actually at like a very nice official setup. So you guys are hearing me off my phone, but these guys have the good audio today. We have the good audio. I worked so hard on the good audio, okay? This microphone, It's fine. But let's talk about that really quickly. I'll try to be as close to my monofin or as close to my microphone as possible. But if you do cut it out, like do it very gradually, very gradually, very gradually, please, because if you do too much, you can really mess it up and really wreck it. So I haven't personally tampered with mine because when I'm swimming, this doesn't bother me as much as it does. Okay, are we back? Can you guys hear me? No, maybe, possibly. Oh God, hang on. Have a thumbnail, which is kind of want to exceed a certain number. Stupid thing. Hang on. Okay, yes, we have audio again. Okay, thank God. So sorry about that. That was absolutely tremendously bad. So sorry. That was just really bad. But yes. Okay, so do be careful. The problem is I haven't got a cable. I need a USB extender because right now my cable is pulling quite like it's quite like what is that taut? Is that the word? From the thing to the thing. So that's what happened there. I'm so sorry about that. Absolute chaos. Is Lucia one of those one size fits all foot pockets? It's actually like there's three different sizes. I think there's two different sizes. There's small and then medium large, and the medium large is like one. I don't know who is making these decisions. But obviously not people with substantial feet. Okay, they're not people who actually have toes. Maybe I don't know. It's like here I am and I've got ugh, here I am and I've got big feet and like come on like why are monofins all of this like dinky small size like people hi I'm not like I have such a narrow foot that I actually have foot problems. I have to have special orthotics. I've had to go in for treatments. So like my foot's not even average size. Yeah, okay. But it's the big foot, but it's the narrow foot. Oh, I haven't even been keeping track of the time. I have to keep track of the time today. Very important. My audio is going in and out. Oh no! Are we back? Sorry. It's I'm gonna have to hit the microphone, but if I do that, it's gonna be really loud. Is it back? I'll just have to refresh and see. Hopefully it's fine. Maybe that's a sign that it's time to go. This thing, like honestly, oh, okay, I can see that it's back, but like it's just the stupidest thing. I'm so sorry. Sometimes you have to hit it. I don't know how else to explain that, but like I've just smacked this thing and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't and it's really really annoying. It's worse because all of my I don't know how else to explain that, but like I've just smacked it. Okay. And also there's like weird lag on my mouth today. So that's I think that's because I have the setting for this up to its full HD. So now I'm just going to have to keep looking over my shoulder. 20 minutes till midnight in Norway between 26th and 27th of November. Nice. If you're asking for like the sale is going to continue on until midnight my time, so that'll be If it's almost midnight your time, then it'll be like halfway through the day tomorrow or like tomorrow morning or something. No, I don't currently ship to the UK. I wish that I could, but I can't as of right now. I am looking into it. Hopefully it's going to come together. I have somebody on it, okay? That's all you need to know. There's somebody on it. Oh, I'm getting messages from people that are so excited about their orders. Oh, that's so sweet. Yay. Right on. Okay, excellent. I will have to get back to it. There's a few people who are curious about like how to do the measurements and stuff, and how you do the measurements. There's actually in the listing, and you will also have received like a confirmation email. So check your spam inboxes to see, or even like your promotions tab if you're using Gmail, because sometimes like weird stuff ends up in the promotion tab. I just keep checking to make sure that I've got audio. Gotta make sure that I've got audio. Do some watercolors, excellent. Do a few more commissions and then get some leggings or a top, excellent. I'm hoping to do my measurements and then get them to you tomorrow, excellent, really cool. I haven't been able to do watercolors, sadly. If you ever do ship to the UK, I'll be the first to buy. I know, I have so many of you guys who want stuff, who are in either the EU or the UK, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I have an accountant who's looking into it for me, but there's all kinds of additional forms and like taxes and stuff that I have to deal with that I don't know how to do on my own. So I've had to find professional help, as if like, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh. I love it. So don't forget that the sale ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. That's the 26th, and that's 11:59 p.m. my time. So it's not like a global time, it's just like at my time. Midnight my time tonight, the shop will be closed. I will probably do another live either on Instagram or on the Facebook group. If you're not part of the Courtney Mermaid Pod, you should do that over on Facebook. Do I still have audio? Yes, I do. Great. So that's good. And then everything will be gone, and I will have the shop closed for the weekend. So that will be that. I had a few people who were like, oh, why aren't you continuing to do stuff over the weekend? And I was like, no, because I need a break. It's been a lot. I've been making tails like a mad woman. I make all of the tails myself. I sew them right here in my office. So I have, oops, sorry, that was probably really loud. So, yeah, international shipping is so confusing though. It's a nightmare. Oh my dudes, it's horrible. Oh my gosh. And like last year, actually over this year, I had packages get sent back because like they're like, oh, well, there's not forms or people missed their deliveries and then stuff. And it costs so much to ship stuff. And I can't refund that money because I've already spent that money. Like that money is gone. So if you somehow missed your package or something happened on your end, you know, and it sucks, and it really sucks. But when you're a small business, it's like, you know, if I was Amazon, I'd be like, oh yeah, free shipping and this and the thing and whatever, and it's fine. But yeah, blah, you know, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Do we still have? Look at me now. This is gonna be what I do. I need to have a monitor that's like over here. You know. Kylie was talking about how she's actually making less money because people were complaining so much about the shipping. Yeah. Poor Kylie. It's brutal. It's honestly brutal. It really sucks. And it really does, especially when you're a small business, but you have like a professional looking website, or things look really like you have more people helping you. And like, not because I want to complain, but just, you know, so that we're all on the same page. Like people like, you know, Mermaid or Moonsong Magic or myself, like we do this, it's entirely us. Like it's just, she's, you know, she runs her business and she does all of it. Like she does all of it. Like I know she has a seamstress, I think, who helps her out with the sewing, but like she does everything herself, like the website, the design, the packaging, the shipping, like all of it she does herself, advertising, everything. And it's the same thing for me and my small business. I do all of it. So after I do the big launch, and you know, and it sells out or it does really well and I feel really good, and then it's the long haul. Like now, between now and March is going to be the timeline for getting all of these done. Like I'd like them done sooner, obviously, and as I go, I leave it like it's 12 weeks excluding like holidays or weekends, like it's business days, 12 weeks. But I do try, and very often I do get things done sooner, but I just, you know, for my own mental health and well-being, it's just me. So I send everything off to the printer. I got quality control and packaging and sewing and this and that and the next thing, and then customer service and all of this. It can be a mite overwhelming. I've thought about making like videos on how to do it, but I don't know if anybody's really interested in that. But what you gonna do? Which is the product that just sold, because I don't know. Oh, good. Somebody else grabbed that last Tamara fins. Oh, that makes me so happy. I'm glad that I moved some around then. I might move some more. Maybe I should move some more around. I don't want people to miss out. I really don't. I want people to get what they want to get, but I'm constantly having to move things around, you know? Oh gosh, it's just so funny. I just can't really guarantee what people want, and when there's only a couple left of each thing, it makes it a little bit harder, you know? Like, oops. I need to ship a package from the Netherlands to the USA. I'm scared that it will get lost in this crazy time. Oh my gosh, tell me about it. Get tracking, like do whatever you have to do. Oh, it's so expensive to ship stuff though. Yikes. Not a fan. Absolutely not a fan. Okay, that said though, I think I'm going to move one more arm fins, I think. Let me see what I've got left. I can move still some cuffs around because the last pair of Tamara fins just went, and I want to make sure that there's still some there in case anybody else wants it. I'm doing my best, okay? I am trying. This is more about the number of slots that I wish to sell versus there's got to be a better way to do this. I really wish that there was. I don't feel like there is at this exact juncture, but like, what are you gonna do? Okay, I'm adding one more Tamara. Okay, there we go. Hopefully nobody wanted the Marina cuffs. Oh no, it's so complicated. Oh, I'm sorry, people. Why isn't this going? Why isn't it going, fishes? It's so frustrating. There we go. Okay, so there's one more of those in stock. How's the pupper? How's Alfie? Alfie's doing well. He's out in the other room. Will I open the shop during Christmas time? The shop will, I'm thinking, be open for a little bit more, so I'm going to have it closed for this weekend just so I can have a break and I can kind of go through everything and see what orders I'm going to need to fulfill right away, like some things like that can ship right away, or like the stickers and pins and such, and then everything else that needs to actually be produced, I got to figure out that. I got to contact my suppliers, make sure all the orders are going through okay without problems, and all of that good stuff. Then I will have the shop open, and I will be closing the shop for Christmas vacations. The shop will be closed, and I am going to actually close it, so it'll be like in password mode only. And that will be, if I can grab my calendar really quick, I can tell you guys. And that's going to be from the 17th, so Friday the 17th, excuse me, until January the 3rd, it will reopen, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna do, so. Because I really do need to have a break for the holidays. I really do need to have a break for the holidays. So production will also stop during that 2 weeks because I do need to have a break and catch up on some rest. My back needs to recover, my wrist needs to recover, all of these things. So that's what will happen there, but I will make a little announcement and I will have, you know, contact information if you need to get a hold of me for some reason and all of that. I might try and make the shop FAQ available somehow. I also don't know how I can do that because it's on the shop, and if the shop is in password mode, then it doesn't let me do anything. What tail has been your favorite to design so far? Actually, these tails, these beautiful ones, help me here, the Pirate Dreams tails have been my favorite tails to design so far. I have really been I've really been enjoying I really enjoyed working on those. I think the next series of tales that I'm working on, though, it has been significantly more challenging, oddly enough. Despite the fact that it's a little bit of a simpler design in comparison. I think these ones might end up being my favorites, but you guys haven't seen them yet. So of the ones that I've done thus far, I think the Yeah, probably Tamara was my favorite one to do, just because it was the first one that I did, and then I based the other ones very closely off of it. So, have I thought of coming down to Mermagicon? I am not going to be doing conventions until the world settles down. I don't trust people, and people, lots of people have really let me down in a lot of ways recently. So I'm just like, I can't be putting myself at risk, you know, being an immunocompromised person. I not until the world has kind of sorted itself out. Unfortunately, it is what it is. But if, you know, if people would just think about more than just themselves, you know, and how their life is impacted, if they thought beyond that a little bit, you know, but like even swimming with other people here, I'm right now, it's like it's been very, very limited to a very select few people, you know. How's the Siren Tail going? Is something happening with the Siren Tail? No, I think I've just got it in storage basically right now. Maybe just put a banner across the top, says closed for Christmas, and then set dates and times, all of the items out of stock. It's just like, if it was easy to do, I would do that, but to set each, I have to go individually into each item and set it as a draft, and it's like, oh, there's so many items and it takes so long, you know. It's so crazy. Any plans for traveling to Europe? Same reasoning. No, not at the moment. Europe is not on my to-do list. Can't type today. Do you offer the option to do custom crop tops rash guards? If not, if you list the guild tops for Christmas, I'm going to have to buy the Serena. Oh my gosh, yes, do it. Yeah, so I guess, yeah, then maybe I'll leave those up to the end of the year, like the apparel maybe, but I'm still like, it's still very iffy on whether or not I'm going to bring that stuff back for sort of round two, if you will, of you know, of the year. I don't know. I don't know. The tails, for sure, this will be the last opportunity to get them like this moving forward. So, because they're supposed to be limited edition, you know? Okay. I completely forgot about the Siren Tail that Courtney. You mean the one that I did? I don't know what we're talking about. I'm sorry. Courtney, dorsal fin on the back of your swimsuits. I get comments all the time about it. Oh, awesome. It looks so cool. Oh, I love it. Thanks. You know, I've thought about doing an updated version of that tail. You know, especially because now I made that one for Mermaid Kim. And I'm like, oh, I could do that. I could, but I have so many other things that I want to do, and I want to update my personal tail for 2022. I want to do seam fins down the sides now because I need to, my dudes. Until you've swam in a tail with seam fins, like the ones that I've done here, like you just don't know. Like they're so much fun. They're so much fun. They're so good. No, the one from the show. Yes, the one from the show is under my couch. It is in a bag. It is in storage. It is under the couch. For now. If mermaid swimsuits with dorsal fins. Yes. I've done like the printed fins thing. I don't know if I was the one that started that. I may not have been the one that started that. But I did that a long time ago because people wanted extra fins on their tails, and I was very dead set against doing it for drag and whatnot. And I'd done extra tails on other tails of my own before, my painted tails. I'd done dorsals, I'd done pec fins, I'd done all these things. And I never really had it exactly how I wanted it until I started experimenting with some other designs and was like, oh, you know, this isn't really, because these tails, the Pirate Dreams tails don't actually have that much drag. I don't know if you guys know that, but they don't actually have, in comparison to swimming just with either the monofin by itself, or like even my tail versus the other tail. Like if you don't, I don't know, you guys can't see, but the other guys can see. Oops. But like, okay, let's see if I can do this without absolutely screwing the camera over. But like the amount of fringe I have on this tail is quite minimal. You can see it starts here. It's quite minimal. It's not a lot. And the drag in comparison between this tail and this tail It's like, it's negligible. It really is. And look how much extra stuff. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. Is on this one. I do absolutely love these. I kind of wish that I'd made myself the green one as well, because I really want it, you know? Oh well. Single tear. It's fine. The tiny scales create such a beautiful illusion. I had a lot of people who actually thought it was silicone. In some of the photos, they were like, oh my god, are they silicone? I was like, oh no, but thank you. Yay. I actually feel like you can actually be even more realistic in terms of the visual. Like, maybe not in terms of how it feels to touch it, because fabric is fabric is fabric. But you can actually get a lot more realism and detail, I feel like, digitally than you can necessarily on a silicone tail as well. I feel like that's always something interesting. And kids will always be like, it's either fabric or it's rubber. Like, you can't fool kids, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. How many mermaid tails do I have? A lot. A lot. A lot. Way more than any one person really should. You know? Excuse me, do I ever make mistakes when I do the tails? I do on mine. I have on mine. Not really on client tails, because I'm so slow and paranoid about it that I do things very, very carefully. And fortunately, fabric is quite forgiving, so if I do make a little goof up, it's not usually something that's a really big deal. I think the only time that like little errors and things happen are if my printer has, like the place where I bring my stuff to print, if they have a little error, and sometimes it's noticeable and sometimes it's not. Either way, if I discover something, I'll always let the client know ahead of time and be like, hey, this is, you know, here are our options, you know, and depending on the severity. Like, I have had tails come back where somebody left tape. God, that one made me so angry. I still have this fabric tail is like in a bin somewhere, and it has this big chunk, like this big, of scales missing. It's just a big white patch right in the middle of the tail, so it's not even salvageable. That was so many years ago now. That was one of the very first tails I actually ever made. Actually, that was the first tail I ever actually made for, was it? For a client that wasn't like an ambassador at the time, or like an influencer at the time. So yeah, that was crazy. But they were very cool about it. We worked it out. We made it happen, but my goodness, I was mad. Oh, I was so mad. Where did I get the mermaid tails? I make all of the tails myself, so I'm actually a professional mermaid tail maker. If you're new here and you don't know, I make and sell mermaid tails for a living. So that's what I do, and I make a lot of them. At any given time, I'm working on between 5 and 10 mermaid tails at a time, and that's what I do. So I think I have maybe 3 tails that weren't made by, no, 4 tails. I've got 3 fabric tails and a silicone tail that were not made by me, and otherwise everything else is made by me. Excellent. Yes. Yes. Well, this has been an absolute slice. I feel like it's 3 o'clock. We've been streaming for about an hour, give or take. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with the fact that my mouth and my voice aren't synced. I'm living for that lag right now. It's beautiful. That might be the price we pay for having an actual microphone, though. So what are you gonna do? In the future, will it be possible to use the Pirates template for custom tails? I would love the shape and scale pattern so much. I've been so unlucky saving for the launch. Oh, for sure. I totally understand. And yes, to an extent, I won't be offering the exact shape, because that's specifically the Pirates one, and I try not to do anything like a copy even of my own work. I try to be as original as I can, but if you do like the vibe from that, we can definitely do something. You know, I've had clients come to me who said that they want my siren tail, but they want it like a little bit of a different energy or a little bit of a different vibe. And I'm absolutely cool with working with you on that. I don't make any changes to these tails. They are kind of as they are. They're not really available for like... I've had a couple of people who were like, oh, well, can I, you know, do this? And I'm like, no, that'd be a custom order. So if you want to do a custom order and we can do something similar, not the same, because these are in existence already. And yeah, I know I'm a little bit weird about that. I hope that's cool with everybody, but you know, what do you... I'm a weirdo. What are you gonna do, right? I make beautiful art and beautiful big smiles for everyone that has one of your tails. Thank you, Widget. That's very sweet of you. I wonder if Courtney will make more tails for the fantasy Monofin again in the future. You know, I don't actually have the fantasy. Like, I only have one fantasy fin here, and I'm just not a fan. I feel bad. I'm just not a fan. It's so floppy. Like, why would you want something so floppy when you could have something with some structure and substance, you know? I don't know. I mean, like, I don't want to make anybody feel bad because, you know, my first and foremost priority is that people get the monofin that fits them the best and makes them feel the happiest and the most mermaid. That's the only thing I really care about. But in terms of working with it, like, oh, God, like, no. It's so, like, like, all over the place. Like, it's like jelly, you know? Like limited edition, kind of like how FinFun has limited edition tails. Yeah, kind of like that, I guess. Kind of like that. It's amazing. I'm really okay. It's really the fluke shape and scales that I'm dying for, but I totally get that. It gives me some hope. Absolutely. No, we can do basically like anything. So custom tails are like fair game. Like I can, as long as you never ask me to copy somebody else's work, we can say like the vibe, you like the energy of this person's work, we can look at that, but I will never take somebody's design and like recreate it on another tail. You know what I mean? Like I want to kind of, you know, we have this, I got a real system. There's a really good stuff. I've been doing this for a long time. There's a really good system, a lot of back and forth, a lot of like, how does this make you feel? How does this look? What does this make you think of? Like, give me some reference, give me some history, give me some story. Like we're making something really special. Like we're making legitimate mermaid magic. You know what I mean? So very important. Are they heavy? Each tail weighs about 3 pounds. It really depends though on your size. Like my tails are usually like 2.5, 3 pounds, 3.3 pounds, somewhere in there, depending on which tail you're talking about. The fabric itself is about a pound per, it's like a pound 4 or a pound 0.04 per yard. And each tail takes, well, I mean, it really varies, like 5-6 yards of fabric. So that's obviously a good portion of it's been cut out, which sort of, you know, cuts that in half. But yeah, these ones I think are just under 4. They're not like, I think they're just, are they just above? Like I can't really, like I'm like weak AF, I can't really tell. But yeah, give or take. That's perfect. I totally get that. Individuality is very important, and plagiarism is not the vibe. Definitely not the vibe. Absolutely. And why would you want to, like, if you're going to be paying for a custom tail, why wouldn't you want to do like exactly what it is that you want to do, you know? And like I've had people who've come and they're like, "Okay, well, I think I want this." And then we're kind of getting into it and like, "Okay, can I sit with it for a little bit?" Yeah, I want to sit with it for a little bit. You know, we'll make a few changes. Like obviously anything dramatic like that would change the original quote, like I may have to charge more for, or you know, whatever, we make some adjustments. But we just go to town. Like we legitimately go to town. Like the back and forth, it's serious. Like I have my own like proprietary system for the whole thing. Like we have a chat and we go through it. I give you guys like the immediate back and forth. So as I'm working on things, you'll get to see like in progress, you know, and it's really a lot of fun. I actually just had another client who's ready to send their tail to the printer. So I'm going to be doing that actually possibly today. I have to check to see what time I actually have to leave at. I don't even know. I might need to take a break, eat some food, just chill for a little bit because then it's training tonight. So that's good. It's a great way to keep the business alive and the designs unique. I think it's important. I think it's important to do things that are like, and especially because most of us have in our minds, so most people when they come to mermaiding, it's a good chance you or somebody who liked mermaids growing up, or you've been thinking about mermaiding a lot, and you have kind of you may not really know you have an idea of what you think you would look like as a mermaid, but you do. You have something going on in here that's in here even. That will give you kind of an idea, and it's different for everybody. Like for me, you know, green and blue and yellow, those are my favorite colors. My favorite colors growing up were yellow, green, and blue. And they were also the easiest colors to find paints for, so that happened to work out fantastic. So that for me, I always kind of had in my mind it was going to be like a Madison tail, but in greens and blues and a few extra details and this kind of a thing. And it's taken me years to get there. Many mermaid tails later. Oops. But you know, you get there eventually. So it's nice if somebody can give you exactly what it is you think that you want. Like this last tail, Mgara, I believe is what we called it. A beautiful tail based off of a mask. Off of one of those beautiful, like super detailed little ornate masks. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Let's do the thing. Do you know what I mean? But where would you be able to get something quite like that where you have control over everything? Like we go over the fins and we can do scale shapes and everything. I sound like I'm just hyping it up way too much, but I really, if you're going to get a custom, like we're going to do it. Like we're going to make some serious magic here. You know what I mean? Like we're doing the thing. That's so wholesome. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for talking that on out with me. Oh, for sure. My pleasure. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to be able to get a custom from you. You're really incredible. Oh, thank you. Fellow Canadian mer. Yes, I love it. Oh, definitely. Oh, you know, but it is just such a mood and it is such a vibe. And it's something that I care a great deal about. So I'm really glad that we could chat about it a little bit. It's really good. So many options. Oh yeah, we go absolutely nuts. You're gonna get a silicone. Oh, you're from Estonia. I got the Mertailor tail last year. I like it. Now I wish to get a silicone. Excellent. I hope to get it someday. Being a mermaid is my dream since 1998. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so good. Do it. I like the greens and blues in clothes too, but I seem to have gone the other way in tails. I wear neon bright colors. Oh, hey, heckin' yes. Heckin' yes. Absolutely. You gotta do the thing. You gotta do the thing. Okay. Ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. All right, well, I'm going to be doing kids' tales. Not at the moment. I know I did do kids' tales a long time ago in a galaxy very far away. I did do a couple of kids' tales, but for now it's all 18 plus. I am sorry about that. It's just for my own like business security and things, and just making sure that people who are adults and able to like, all right, you know, I can be responsible with this, hopefully. I know that isn't always the case, but hopefully, you know. My melody in the back with Ariel is so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. I wish I could remember. I've got their note still in my folder. I actually have a folder of all of like the mail, like fan mail. It's so weird that you get fan mail from people. Oops, I almost knocked the camera over again. But yeah, somebody amazing made these two, and also there's another, oops. Oh my god. Oh my god. Little one, she's just over there. She's so cute. So, I love them so much. They make me so happy. Oh, yes. Oh, Abby Tails in the house. Another absolutely amazing mermaid tail designer. Loving it. All good. Excellent. Yes. Sweet. Well, Taylor Mermaid, hello, hello. Oh gosh, everybody is popping on now, and I'm like, oh man, I need to get the rest of my day going. I need to do the thing. Ah, you know? Excellent. Well, bless them. That's amazing. I hope you have the bestest weekend, and launch keeps going amazing. Yes, and if you are seeing this in the future, anybody, and it's still the 26th, PST time. Okay, the shop will close at 11:59 tonight. That's Pacific Standard Time, or Pacific, whatever, Pacific time, whatever, I don't even know. Daylight savings, God help us all. And, yeah, so I am willing to shuffle a few things around. So if you guys see something is out of stock and you're like, oh my god, what? No, like, I can do the shifty. So you just have to let me know via email or DM me on here or wherever, and I will find you and it'll be good. And otherwise, I'm going to say goodbye to you Instagram fishes. We'll catch you all a little later. Okay, and then I will end up saying goodbye to you guys in just a second. Share video. Oh gosh, I hate, like, oh, can I just, there we go, sure, good enough. Okay, I'll finish that in just a sec. All right, you guys, this has been a slice. I'm sorry about the audio / camera / chaotic, you know, mermaid vibes. What are you gonna do? It's fine. But I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will try and figure out the lag issues at some point in the future, but hopefully the audio was good enough to kind of make up for the fact that my mouth is moving and my voice is not, and that's just what it is. Okay, that's it for me today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. The shop closes tonight at 11:59 Pacific time. Be sure to stop by. There's only a few items left. And let's make some mermaid magic. Okay, my fishes. I love you all. Happy swimming. Bye.